Powell, Head of Development. So what I do is at Onward, I manage the development team, so the project managers, the assistant project managers and the technical team, and we're responsible for the new build development in the group. We've got a very ambitious growth and development strategy. So we've always developed, we've got a long history of development throughout Onward, through previous, when we were a group before. But the scale of ambition was quite low in comparison to what it is now. So we've gone from average of maybe starting 100 units per year to this year closer to 250. I think next year we'll increase to 300, and we'll see that steady rise. But when you look at it, it is an exponential growth, to be honest, from where we were a few years ago. And the ambition is to become a key developer in the area. We're the largest housing association in the Northwest, and the growth and development strategy has to reflect that. So over the next few years, you'll see our development activity will increase significantly. Traditionally, Onward, like a lot of housing associations, the main offer for new homes has been around general needs, affordable housing or social rented homes and supported housing. So what we're doing now is that we're offering our customers a wider range of tenures, so that existing customers could not only rent a home from us, that they could buy a home through shared ownership, or in the future they could buy an outright sale property, or they can rent on the private rented sector. So by diversifying our range of tenures, not only gives our current customers more choice, but attracts different customers to Onward. So if you were outside customer, you might not necessarily think that Onward would be a customer of choice for an outright sale property, but that's what we want in the future. And for the private rented sector, which we know is a huge market, that we want customers to think, well, actually, Onward could be a renter of choice. So we're trying to expand our customer base as well as giving our current customers the widest possible choice. We are really looking at regeneration schemes. We've had a history of doing that, so where you can change areas where new build housing can be a catalyst for change, but it's not the only change. It has to be part of a much bigger picture. You have to change the infrastructure, you have to link with the jobs and the economy of the area, not only physical change, but social change and economic change. And Onward's a key player in regeneration areas, so we've got key areas that we're working on, Murdershaw, in Hattersley, in Preston, and therefore any surplus that can be made from new build developments can be reinvested in those areas. So the design guide will reflect the tenure. What we don't want to do is say for those people who rent have a less of a specification those people who buy. So there's a set standard, but for homes that for sale we'll have a slightly higher spec because that's what the market dictates, and we need to ensure that we're competing with private developers. So we spend a lot of time on the correct specification, making sure the nice kitchens and the bathrooms, the good design, what people want. But the basic specification is of a quality anyway, because what we don't want is people to drive around areas that we work in to say, well, that's a rented property, that's a shared ownership property. There's a basic spec that is a high standard that we're very proud of.